Julia, oh, there we go.
All right, good morning, everyone. This is the subcommittee from the Legislative Task Force in regards to the background study and eligibility. And I apologize if I've shortened the name too much. This is the subcommittee on data meeting today, which is Tuesday, January the 4th. I seem to was calling it right the previous meeting at 8 a.m. So if we could please take roll call.
Certainly, Madam Chair. Ms. Mattson?
Here.
Ms. Robertus?
Here.
Chair Williamson?
Present.
All right, Madam Chair, a quorum is present.
All right, fantastic. Okay, I am just getting the agenda here. Was everyone able to receive the agenda and the notes to view them prior to today's meeting? If not, please let us know.
I have the notes. Do we have an agenda?
We do have an agenda. Could that be shared or, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Certainly, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, Ms. Mattson, the agenda was posted to the website, but at this point, I'm just panicking, wondering if I actually sent it to you via email. I'll do that right now.
I can find it on the website. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's see. And I am, let's see.
Madam Chair, if I might make a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
So the minutes of the last meeting were also posted to the website for members of the public to view. Those aren't official though, since the group essentially would need to officially adopt them to decide that that's actually what happened. So
Yes.
That's what that item on the agenda means.
Yes. Yes, this is why I wanted to, thank you. That's why I want to make sure everyone had access to the minutes so that we can go ahead and adopt them at this time. Is there one that would like to state a motion for the previous meeting minutes? And then is there a second?
So moved.
Second. I'm sorry, who was the second?
Jolene.
All right. Good morning, everyone, by the way. Early. All right, if there's no further discussion, please take the vote. Will?
Certainly, Madam Chair. Ms. Mattson?
Yes.
Ms. Robertus?
Yes.
Chair Williamson?
Yes.
All right, Madam Chair, the motion carries.
Outstanding. All right, so we will go on into our discussion. And I understand that Ms. Emily is here. Will, if there's anything that you wanted to say prior to Ms. Emily going forth, please do so at this time.
Certainly, Madam Chair. I don't think I have anything to say. I've been interfacing with Ms. Kassane over at DHS. She'll tell you all about it, but they've been having some issues with the data they mentioned last meeting. Otherwise, I think I'll just shut up now.
All right, Miss Emily.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm Emily Kassane with DHS Background Studies. I'm a policy analyst with the division. I want to apologize that we do not have the data available this morning. By way of explanation, we had sort of in addition to the holidays where many people are on vacation, just prior to people going off, we had a big network issue across the agency and a couple other of the administrative agencies in state government, where most people did not have access to the DHS network for a couple of days. So that really, without that access, people couldn't do their, on the data team couldn't do their work. So that collided with the holidays. And I apologize that we don't have the files. A number of people are returning from vacation today, so I will be for sure getting an update on where we are. I think we're pretty close. I kept thinking throughout that I was hoping we would get it to you before today, but as you can see, we haven't. But I will keep you and Mr. Vogel informed of our progress. And I'm not on the data team. Work with them on projects like this one. So I'm afraid I haven't seen the data and can't speak to the questions, but I can certainly convey any questions that you have, and I'm happy to do so, and to answer any questions that I possibly can.
Thank you so much. Yes, I just want to open it up to any questions that anyone has for Miss Emily. I do want to just my question is just to ask if you know about the written request that was submitted by the subcommittee, if that's something that you've been able to see and can just give confirmation that you all have what you need to get started on our previous request.
To the best of my knowledge, Madam Chair, yes, we have the information that we need. If that's not the case, then I'll be sure to contact you and Mr. Vogel as soon as I know that. But yes, I do believe we do have the information we need. And I thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. If there's no, I'll just keep asking questions, but please, anyone interrupt me at any time. So in regards to the meetings that we've kind of set for this month, which is strategic to session, has it been made known that we're hoping that we have a representative from DHS at each of those meetings for this month? And we have those set out. Is that something that has been discussed with your department or with those that are gathering the information that we need to your knowledge?
Yes, Madam Chair, we've discussed that, and I'll ensure that that your request is conveyed to everyone so that we're on the same page moving forward.
So
But yes,
as
I'll
of
convey that you would like an individual from DHS at each of the meetings.
Yeah, so as of right now, it has not been established that someone would be scheduled for each of the meetings for this month at least.
Madam Chair, it has been discussed, but I'll just ensure that that's reconfirmed.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, another question. Please, again, if anyone, please feel free to interrupt me. I'm just gonna. So in regards to receiving the request in the formalized way,
Mhm.
Are you being intentional about making sure that we do have timeframes that we can expect? For example, and I understand with the network issue and the holidays, we were assured that we were going to receive certain data reports by this time. And we really want to, at all possible, to avoid this from happening again with these requests. So what, in regards to the representation, I just want to make sure this isn't so much a question. I just want to make sure that it's really clear that we're kind of, this is a barrier to what this group is trying to do if we can't get what we're requesting. So just hoping that it's imperative that if you don't have the data, you can for sure give us dates that we can plan around. Does that make sense?
Yes, Madam Chair, that makes complete sense. And I apologize for the timing was off this time. And we'll ensure that moving forward, we have clear communication about what's available at what time, so that you have the information you need to continue your work.
So Will, I have a question for you in regards to the offline meeting that we're trying to schedule. Is Chris Zimple the best person for that, or is there someone else we should be looking at?
Madam Chair, my understanding is that Chris is essentially acting as the DHS point person to interact with the task force. So he would ideally be the best person to meet with. That being said, I'm sorry to put you on the spot, Emily, but am I correct in that, or is there someone from DHS who we might also want to be meeting with?
Thank you, Mr. Zempel. Yes. My knowledge is that Chris Zempel is the representative. If there's anything to the contrary, I'll be sure to let you know. And Chair Williamson.
Thank you.
And I'm just, and this is totally a question off of my my ignorance to the chain of command or the positions. I'm just wondering what would be, and DHS, I'm looking to you for some guidance here. What would be the direction that we should go in as far as if we're having some issues with trying to schedule offline meetings? What's the normal, is there any type of grievance steps that you all have, or how do you suggest we move forward if we're not able to get certain meetings scheduled when we need to?
Madam Chair, I would suggest that continuing to use Mr. Zempel as a point of contact. He is on vacation until next Monday. So at that time we can use me as a point of contact. But we'll ensure that we have representation and that we will answer communicate with you effectively. Also, Ariana Didion, Didion, is also a contact this week. She's a colleague of Mr. Zempel in the Legislative Relations Division. She works with us closely during session and for projects such as this task force. But they can ensure that all points of contact throughout DHS are involved in completing the work that you need to have us do, and discussing, providing you information that you need, and ensuring you have the data requests.
Thank you.
As well.
Thank you. And who does Mr. Zempel report to?
He reports to the legislative team. I'm having a morning moment. I apologize. Matt Anderson. I'm blanking on his last name. I apologize. I'll look it up for a second. I can't believe I'm doing that. Okay. Oh, sorry, Matt Burdick, Burdick. My apologies to Mr. Burdick if he's watching. Yes, he's the Director of Legislative Relations and State Government Relations in our office
Okay.
And
for the entire DHS.
Madam Chair, if I might step in for a second, I just want to note, since I'm the other side of trying to schedule that meeting with Mr. Zempel, that he's definitely very happy to meet, as far as I understand. And when he does get back from vacation, we can definitely get that set up. It's just, given the time of year and the fact that these vacations get planned out, it was just inconvenient to meet. Well, impossible with his schedule to meet earlier, but it's not like I'm chasing him around and he's not responding to me or anything like that. It's just he's on vacation.
Yes, and thank you so much, Will, for acknowledging that in this space. I just want to make sure that we are moving forward and we are able to make the connections that we need, because time is of essence. So, yeah, just want to make sure we have all our ducks in a row, if you will, in layman's terms. All right. Thank you so much, Emily. And again, I know I put you a little on the spot, but we appreciate you being here, and we appreciate being able to work with DHS to aid us in the recommendations that we are trying to create. Was there any other questions that are coming up? Because we can, if not, we can prepare to adjourn if there's nothing else.
This is Roy Kammer. I do have a question. Is Mr. Zempel aware that the data did not get finalized? Because at our last meeting, my understanding was we were likely to have something by the end of that week. Or is it possible he's been out this whole time? I guess I'm just curious about the the nature of the communication and such. Is he aware?
Madam Chair and members, it's Emily Cassane from DHS again. Mr. Zempel, I'm trying to remember because I was also on vacation during the holidays. I believe when he left for vacation, as far as his knowledge of the situation, we all expected to have information, but then this network situation happened, affecting all of DHS and our access to network drivers. And so he left us the rest of our team because we were able to communicate while he was on vacation. So yeah, as far as he was in the office, things were on a good track. But then the issue happened after he was already on vacation.
Thank you. Did anyone reach out to Mr. Vogel or our chairperson to let them know that there would be an anticipated delay?
Professor Kammer, if I might jump in, yeah, Emily was very forthright throughout this whole nightmare, or Ms. Cassane. It's unfortunate that this happened on the network end, but we've definitely been kept aware.
That's helpful. Just trying to understand the context better. I appreciate it.
I do want to say, however, Will, I don't recall being made aware of a network issue. I know I was made aware that the data hadn't been received as of yet and was hopeful that we would receive it by today, but I don't recall getting notification of a network issue.
Madam Chair, apologies for that. I'm trying to remember now when I was made aware that was specifically a network issue myself, but I'll be sure to pass along anything I do hear from DHS as quickly as possible.
Thank you. All right, if there's no further discussions or questions, we can go ahead. Yes, please go ahead. Was someone trying to speak? Okay, if not, we can move to adjourn. Let's see, and I know that wouldn't really require a motion. I just move for us to adjourn at this time. Thank you all for your time this morning. Please have a wonderful rest of your week. And thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Right.